Okay. So, can you tell me your full name?
My legal name is Margaret Danielle Curran.
Okay. And how old are you?
I am 24, almost 25.
But you what? Go by what?
I go by Maggie.
Okay. Okay.
No one knows me by Margaret.
Yes. So the deal is I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
And then I'm going to give you 10 minutes. You talk about whatever you want for 10 minutes.
Related to the question?
No, it doesn't have to be related to the question.
Okay.
And then after 10 minutes, I'll stop you, and then I'll ask you 5 questions, and we'll be done. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So the first question, how do you feel right now?
Right now, I am tired. But yet I'm a little shaky, so I just had my pre-workout still in me. But right now, I'm really thankful. I'm really blessed. I've been praying a lot lately, just because the job I have right now kind of fell into my lap unexpectedly. I was about to give up on the search and pick up my life and once again move, but I didn't, and I'm really happy where I'm at. Family's good. Everyone's healthy. Family's been huge since I moved home and graduated. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Life is what it
there.
is. It is.
So you can start this 10 minutes and you can talk about whatever you want.
Talk about anything?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you, if I ask you questions, can we prompt? No?
You just talk, just you.
About anything?
Anything that's on your heart.
Right now, I think kids our age are they're too into the party life. Like St. Charles, I realize, don't get me wrong, I like going out and having a good time too, but I've seen it destroy a lot of people's lives recently. I don't know why the drugs happen to be really heavy right now. And then with everyone like our age and then younger, like to my brother's age, graduating and kind of having money because they have full-time jobs, and they're just spending that money on drugs and alcohol. It's been a problem. It's really sad that that's what people are choosing to spend their money on. But I'm trying not to like take those people out of my life, because I feel like my attitude could kind of like help them in a way. I mean, I've never been one to shun or kick people out unless they deserve to be out of my life. But with coming home and people realizing I moved back and that I graduated, that's been weird. Some people still think I'm in Florida. And it's really funny. And I'm like, nope, I've been here, but I've done a lot of soul searching. I took when I first graduated in December, I spent 2 weeks in Florida. Hung out with my friends, got to rejuvenate myself, and got to bury my aunt. So ever since then, I've been kind of reevaluating my life and figuring out what I need to do to make myself happy and like better me and how I can grow as a person. And that, speaking of friends and people, I've stopped communicating with some people just because their goals aren't like, it's not that they have their own goals, they have their own morals, but if I'm giving you our friendship 110% and I am giving me 50, I can't do it. Like, I've had a lot of my friends are moving out of state, so keeping those relationships has been tough, but FaceTime has been wonderful. I get to see and hear everybody, like all my Florida friends, when they have Bible study, call me up and I get to see all the girls. Co is in Chicago. We talk every single day. Rachel just moved to Cali, and so I'm like, geez, guys,
where are you going?
Where are you going? Like, I just moved back. You guys can't leave me. I'm like, oh, my friends. But then I've also rekindled some like older friendships, which has been amazing. Like Kelsey Wood. We've known each other since we were 4, and like in college, end of high school and college, we kind of like spread apart. So we did our own things, which is fine. It's a childhood best friend that happened. But these past like 2 years has like our friendship has grown, and we've been able to like spend so much time together, and it's been really cool to see that like after all these years we're still going to be close. We're still going to be those lifelong friends. But reevaluating life, trying to figure out what my plan is. Well, what plan I'm supposed to be on, what path I'm supposed to be on. Just keep praying. Like when I get lost, it's so bad. People think that you have to be in a church or be in a certain area to pray. Man, I pray in my car. I pray when I'm, at the gym. I pray when I'm sitting outside of volleyball. Like anytime I feel something's heavy on my heart or I need a little guidance, it's like a short little memo. It's like a text message. But better. More personal than a text message. Yeah. Oh, 10 minutes. I mean, I'm a talker.
Yeah.
But
you have 5 minutes. Still.
Halfway done?
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking I was a little...
Nope.
That's okay. Let's pick another topic. Let's talk about mental health. Because there has been, Kate Spade committed suicide yesterday or the day before, and then apparently some other actor did today, and people just seem surprised, and I am not, as a person who has had mental health issues and been dealing with depression almost more than half my life. It's not a shock that, depression hits everybody no matter what your social status is and how much money. I'm like, well, yeah, because I've met people who are higher class. I've met people who are lower class and who have money and who don't. That we all struggle from the same thing. It's a chemical imbalance. It's nothing you can control. You just have to figure out how you can maintain it and become better and improve. So everyone's different. People who are in slumps, like my friends, are like, oh, I think I'm depressed, but I don't want to get medication. Like, well, what helps for you? So I give them my advice. I go, I've been doing this a long time. I've been seeing someone since like 8th grade. I go, I have a lot of tools, and I know myself. So physical activity is huge, and forcing myself to be social. A lot of times I just want to like curl up in a ball and do absolutely nothing and like binge watch TV, but that's not mentally good to like isolate myself. So I make myself go out even for just 2 hours. Physical activity, I clean. I'm a type A personality. My OCD kicks in, and I'm like, okay, I'll clean. I'll clean up my closet. I'll physically clean my room. I'll clean my car, just to keep my hands busy, or I'll reorganize something, which is another type A OCD personality. Just like it calms me down more than anything. But talking about it, I'm the first one in my family who's ever really been vocal about depression. So my family's had to be a transition of, okay, well, we're not used to talking about feelings, but we're gonna do it anyway, because oh shit, like Maggie's going through something. Like my grandma, my aunt, like they had no idea, and they were almost in shock that. But a lot of people who knew me too, they're like, oh, it's kind of like Katie Blake. Everyone's like, you're so bubbly, you're so personable. Like, how could you be depressed? It's like, well, it's not how can I be depressed. Everything's going great in my life. It still doesn't like change the fact that I have a chemical imbalance in my head that I need some help. It's out. People who have depression are usually very good at hiding it because it's not accepted in society yet. It is still it's not a phobia, but like people are very weary to talk about it. The stigma behind it is huge, and so most people watching this are gonna have no idea that I dealt with that. But it's life. I've been doing it. It's on both sides of my family, and then just growing up in this day and age, it's hard. So, man, it's taken a lot of lives. It's too many. It's sad that people think that they can't like talk to you about it, and like even like my grandma's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Nanny, I may not be okay, but I'm still gonna tell you I'm okay." Like whenever I'm having like I call them funks. So I'm not like, oh, I'm so depressed. It's weird to me. When I'm in my funk and I know that I'm not doing okay, I text somebody. I'm like, hey, I'm in a funk right now. Like, can you talk? Or hey, can we go sit and watch the sunset or something? Usually it's because she's been around really long and knows about it, or my mom. And then because the rest of my family kind of still, it's weird. But after, Katie Blake and that happened, my brother and I became more vocal about it because he knew that I was struggling with that. And for him and Kaylee to lose such a close friend, it really was hard. So dealing with that right now, I just wish people would talk about it. I hope this helps somebody. Like, talk about it, or not be so afraid to mention or say the word, depression, mental health. Like, I've found out I know more people who are depressed or have bipolar issues than I ever thought I would. I was like, really? And so when you start talking about it and opening up that conversation, you will realize that you have more in common with people than you know. Like, it's absolutely nuts. How am I doing?
You're good.
I'm good?
Your 10 minutes are up.
Yes, I made it.
Maggie. There's no coincidence that we ran into each other today.
No, not at all. And the fact that now
this is something we get to talk about.
Yeah.
And you absolutely helped me, so I hope that you can help other people. So now you have 5 questions.
Okay.
You have to answer them each in one sentence.
One sentence, okay.
Okay. So
Might take me a second to collect my thoughts.
that's fine.
Okay.
Question number 1. Are you happy?
At this moment, yes.
Okay. Question number 2. What is your biggest fear in life?
My biggest fear in life is disappointing my family.
What brings you the most joy in the whole world?
What brings me the most joy in the whole world is when I'm able to make somebody else smile or make somebody else's day.
And how do you feel at this moment? I know.
I feel great. Like,
Good.
we haven't seen each other in probably a year. We have so much more in common. Now we're training with people. Like, I know you're a trainer, and I'm like, both of us are at home. We're doing a very similar routine. We're going through a lot of similar shit. Like, it's great. It was not a coincidence.
No.
I don't believe in those.
No.
There's a path.
Yes. And ours are aligning right now.
Yes. Oh, I'm happy.
And then my last question, can I give you a hug?
Of course you can.
Oh. Thank you for doing this. I love you too.
Anytime. Yes.
Oh.